Hello and welcome on this glorious and amazing day. Last week we spoke about how we will explain how to transform that inner feeling that we are not good, that we are not worthy, that we are bad. But I was asked a question, I think I want to address that. And the question was, is it only parents getting upset at little toddlers that do it to us? And the answer is obviously no, no, and no. I'm not going to give all the examples. I'm just going to give a few, and then we will move on how, as adults, to transform that inner negative feeling, that inner negative self-image about ourselves. When a child comes to a parent's, and you could sense, you see right away that the parent's eyes sometimes rolls and that facial expression, oh no, not again, here she comes, here he comes. That feeling is rejection. And you don't have to be a scientist, because even as a 2 or 3, definitely as a 7-year-old, your brain does it automatically, and your brain says, I am bad, I annoy my parents, and sadly, just happened yesterday, 2 days ago, I speak to adults of all ages, and as they talk about how they were abused by their parents, they say, but you know what? I was a tough child. And to hear this from a 50-year-old, from a 70-year-old, from a 20-year-old, doesn't matter what age, is so painful, because it's literally not true, and I can explain it. I do explain it in the series of videos, Why Children Misbehave. I think I have 20 of them on YouTube. And I explain clearly and scientifically how that is not true. So last week we spoke about how a parent yells at a child. The child has no clue what's going on. Number 2 we said now is when the parent shows rejection. Number 3 is also very painful, and we discussed it in another series, that when a child wants to sit on the parent lap and wants to have that love and that connection, sometimes the parent does not allow, or sometimes after 2 minutes, okay, enough, you're just so needy. And the 4th one is the biggest one, because it is very confusing, and a lot of people disagree with me, but take it slow and listen to the entire situation, where parents are actually nice, and in that niceness, in that kindness, lies the destruction. Some poisons taste horrible. Some poisons can be placed in sweet candies. Are you curious? There I go. At a young age, when a parent is focused, doesn't talk, there's nothing wrong with saying these things that I'm going to say, but their focus is, there's a constant focus on your test marks, a focus on your behavior, a focus on, not on you, but on your performance. What that does to the brain subconsciously says, you are nothing, you are not worthy of anything. If you perform, if you excel, and if you're always on the top, if it's in learning, if it's in sports, whatever it is, then you're okay. So what happens to the child's brain, and by the way, the reason why the parent is doing it to the child, because their parents did it to them. So they are in total paranoia that their child won't be accepted in society, won't be accepted in this situation, won't be accepted. They must excel, and in their brain, their existence can only manifest itself via their performance. Could you imagine? You sit down on the couch one day to watch something, not be productive for an hour, and your heart gives a little whisper to you and says, I'm not pumping blood right now. And you say, why not? Because you're not doing anything. So I'm going to stop pumping blood, and you're going to die this second. Because if you don't go, run, do, excel, you don't exist. Look at the unconditional love from the heart. When you excel, it's going to give you blood and the oxygen that comes with the blood. When you sit and do nothing, it's still going to do it, because you are a human and you are worthy. And I know you have a lot of questions. Well, but if you don't motivate children to excel, we're going to talk about it next week. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the thumbs up, only if you like it. And always remember, you are way greater than you think you are.